I can't hear squat.
Live from Los Angeles, it's Monday night. All right, GR, it's
Kruse
okay.
Control.
Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Just started.
It's good, GR. I got. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It's Monday, January 27, 2025. Welcome back to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, as always. Happy to be back here. Happy to be live again on a Monday for episode 291. It's amazing. Having a great time. Hope you had a great weekend. Accomplish all your goals. Now we're back again. Have a great time on Kruse Control. And of course, he's here. We heard him. Everybody, welcome back the thirsty daddy himself, Mr. GR Waters. What's up, GR?
Yeah, hey, Brian. Good to be here, bud. Another exciting Monday starting the week.
Another exciting Monday. I don't know what happened there, GR. Something weird.
Well, the way the show has started tonight, it had to be something weird.
Well, it's okay, GR. Good to see you.
Good to be here, bud.
It's been a day. It's always been a day. It's been a weekend. It's been a week. It's been a life. It's been everything, GR. You have a good weekend?
Weekend was okay. Today was better. I got the ongoing problem with my car fixed.
Yeah, and you were enjoying that rain yesterday too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I love getting wet. It follows with my name though. Yeah.
That's a personal thing, GR. That's a personal thing. I don't know if any know about that. So.
Well, no, that stuff falling on us was probably one of my relatives.
Could have been, but at least you stayed dry. You got the truck fixed, doing good. It's a Monday. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. You excited?
You know I am.
All right,
okay,
GR. I'm excited too.
We've got two beautiful guests with us tonight, so it's
very true.
Going to be a great show.
Yeah, gonna be a great show. What's up, Queen? Mrs. Peel, good to see you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, GR. Welcome back. Here we go. It's gonna be a great show. Because joining us back tonight, helping us out, excited to have her here, director, producer, writer, all the above, musician. She's got the whole world conquered, everybody. Miss Laura Bruncala. Welcome back, Laura.
Hi. Thanks for having me back, Brian. I'm so excited to be here.
It's good to see you, Laura. How you been?
Oh, everything's great. I just launched my podcast with Jenny Skippington like 2 weeks ago. So we're so excited about that, and just working and living and making stuff and interviewing people, and it's a good life.
I'm excited for you too.
I like that smile. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Pappy. Yeah.
Thank you, Pappy.
I'm excited for your show. Tell you about your show a little bit, because I know you shot the first, or you filmed the first few episodes, right? 4 episodes?
Yes. So we did the first 2 kind of like in real time because I had this idea like super last minute. I didn't even conceptualize it until the beginning of the year. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do it every week starting the first week. So we put out our trailer and we've done the first 2 episodes. And the show is basically like what to watch to save you guys trailer trauma. So you don't have to watch a bunch of trailers. There's so much content out there. It's called Pro Picks. It's on YouTube right now. And we're doing weekly episodes. And then when we have 12, we're going to drop a full season across all of the podcast platforms. So that's going to be really exciting. And basically we pick a movie or a TV show, something that's come out in the last year. And then I go crazy reaching out to everyone under the sun, trying to get an interview. And our first episode, we did Mother's Instinct, and I got the screenwriter, Sarah Conrad. The second episode, we did Otto Lake, which is produced by M. Night. And we got an actor from that, Dave Maldonado, who was a great interview. And then this week we are doing a very special episode, even though it's only episode 3. And we got the DP from Twin Peaks to honor David Lynch.
Yeah, you told me that's freaking so cool. Especially like
so cool.
Such a great show. And of course, we're all talking about David Lynch recently, his legacy, of course. And it's cool to have someone like that was that close to him too, and work on that project. That's gonna be an awesome interview.
Yes. And Edward, yes, I am single. I see Edward threw out, hey, Laura, are you single? I'm single, just so everyone knows. I'm very single.
Calm down, Edward. Calm down. Emma Peel, too.
Question of the night.
It's a great question. That's a great question. Emma Peel, thank you, too. There's a great crowd right here, Laura. Great crowd. Well, I'm happy to hear that you're so busy. And it's tiring sometimes, but it's great stuff, right? It's going to be a big year. Got to get some great stuff happening. It sounds like you got a lot on the burner happening. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The question is, do you get a chance to take a rest ever? Do you ever sleep or no?
No, I'm gonna pull an all-nighter tonight to get tomorrow's episode out. That's what's gonna happen. No sleeping.
That's how it goes. Yeah, no sleep. Not in Los Angeles. Well, Laura, good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back, Laura. Happy to have you here. Here we go. So happy to have you here. And also joining us back, everybody, it's become a thing on a Monday. We're happy to have her back here as always, bringing in that Gen Z look. Everybody, welcome back, Miss Valerie Zatarga. How you doing, Val?
Hey, this is my favorite thing to do on a Monday at this point. Like, my Monday nights are occupied by this. I'm happy to be here.
It's becoming a thing, right? Happy Monday, Val. How you been?
I've been good. I've been just buried in snow, honestly. There's been so much snow. It's been super, super below zero temperatures here. So, yeah, just been snowed in.
It never ends. Everybody's snowed in, it sounds like, too. I'm just like,
Valerie, how you doing?
I talked to my family, my parents too. My parents are like, oh, it's so much snow. And then everyone's talking about being slammed. I'd rather have the snow than the fire. I'll tell you that, though. I would rather have the snow than the fire.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, it's snow, at least you can just, stay inside and be like, just going to avoid that.
And drink. Stay inside and drink. That's what you do.
No, literally.
But
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
we had rain. We had rain. We've had rain for the past couple days. It's been so nice. I've been in bed the whole time anyways. I'm still like back and forth this cold. I feel better today, but it's just like, I don't know what the hell's in the air in Los Angeles. I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to sleep. I'll wake up tomorrow. It'll be better. And it seemed like it's better today, but it's how it goes. But
it's the microplastics. It's the ash.
the microplastic. It's all out there. We're breathing it in. Emma Peel says, you look like her younger sister, Val. There you go. You and Emma Peel. She's reporting for duty, as always. Happy to have you here, Val. Happy to have you all here. Happy Monday. We're back on a Monday. It's not a Wednesday. It's not a Friday. No, we're back on a Monday. And I hope everybody had a great weekend, too. And as always, there's a lot going on. Doesn't matter what day it is, GR. It doesn't matter. GR tells me all the time, well, it's not going to be. No, it doesn't matter, GR. Doesn't matter, all right? It could be a Monday. Could be a Wednesday. Could be a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. In the week, there's always one thing going down, everybody. And that is a lot of breaking news. Come on, let's do it. The weather is annoying, Queen. I know. So annoying. All right, everybody. The very first thing that I want to talk about is the Wayans brothers and Scary Movie. Because the Scary Movie reboot is officially been moving forward. We talked about it a couple weeks ago now. But now we officially know that it is coming out June 12th, 2026. The official release date is out there. Paramount and Miramax moving forward. The Wayans are coming back again to actually spearhead this whole project. I'm interested about this. I really am interested. I like the first couple ones. They only did the first two, of course. And we were waiting for a date. It's going to start shooting right away. And we're going to make this happen. So if you guys are excited about scary movies, they're coming. So I can't wait to see if they're going to be doing What's Up still. I think we can't do that anymore. I think we're too far gone for that. Maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. Maybe it's too far gone. But something else coming to streaming, everybody, is Goodrich. I didn't get a chance to see this. I love Michael Keaton. But Michael Keaton's movie is coming forward. Mila Kunis in it too. They're going to debut on Max now officially on January 31st. So not that far away. Coming out this week. February 1st on linear streaming too. Of course, linear platform of HBO. I'm like, they're still doing that. Where it's like Max is different than linear. I really don't know why that is, but they are doing it. Yeah, they made like 6 movies of that Emma Peel. This is the reboot coming back for a Scary Movie. And Goodrich, I'm excited about. Once this follows Goodrich, Michael Keaton, whose life is upside down with his wife and mother of their 9-year-old twins, enters a 90-day rehab program, leaving him and the kids to kind of become the dad. Is this Mr. Mom 2? I don't know. I'm just saying. I hope it's as good as Mr. Mom 1. But it is coming to streaming. I can't wait to check it out. Goodrich, everybody. And speaking of good, the Righteous Gemstones are speaking about God still, everybody, but they're coming to the end. Coming to the end because season 4 will be the last season for Danny McBride's show. If you're a fan of this, you might be bummed out. Yeah. I can't wait to see it. Edward, I get a chance to see it in theaters. But this is going to be interesting. They said the last season. Now, Danny McBride was talking about this. He was joking, saying, God told me it was time, because they deal with God in this, and we had achieved what we need to do. But he laughed and said, no, it just felt natural because The idea for season 4 was a story that was kind of bringing together all the themes and all the ideas they already had and the characters to a conclusion. So I felt like the perfect time for a conclusion. So God, if you watch this, it's gonna be great. At least the show goes out on its own that way and it makes sense, as opposed to something that ends and we're like, why want more? And we have to wait forever. Another show canceled, Queen. Another show canceled. And I don't know if he'll be canceled because he's been trying hard. It's Chris Brown. Always trying hard to get canceled. But you know what? This man keeps fighting back.
I agree.
A lot of people do. And Chris Brown is suing Warner Brothers Discovery, everybody, for $500 million for defamation. He's saying the documentary that came out against him in 2024 just came out from Rolling Stone reported about this whole thing. I had allegations of, again, assault, misconduct, sexual assault, all that against Brown, and he's saying that this is defamation and WB shouldn't have brought this out. $500 million, everybody. This goes back. They actually showcased him smashing a window on Good Morning America back in 2011. Also allegedly throwing a brick through his mother's windshield in 2013, punching a female fan in 2016, and then physical and verbal allegations with another ex-girlfriend. And it also features a Jane Doe, apparently, who sued him allegedly for drugging and assaulting her where? At a Diddy party. That's what I'm saying, at a Diddy party. Of course he was there. I believe him. Diddy did it. Diddy did. That's
like, cry me a flippin' river. I hate this dude so much. Like,
Did it?
Rihanna. No one likes you. Go away. Ugh.
Exactly.
Sorry.
right.
Exactly.
No, I agree.
Say it louder.
I agree.
In the back.
I just can't imagine
Laura,
him
you have
winning
to
this
tell us
lawsuit.
how you really feel.
I flippin' hate him. He should be in jail. I don't even understand how he's not in jail. Like, he should just be in jail and never come out.
Yeah.
He's trying hard, Laura. I have no idea how it
That's
doesn't happen.
Diddy already.
Yeah, for now. And we'll see. We'll see what happens with Diddy. I hope that, as we get all the
Bubba's
information.
not letting him go, Brian.
Oh, Jan. Woo!
Damn,
Emma hit
GR.
it. She said he belongs in
That's
prison
thirsty
right
as
next
a
to Diddy.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they should be cellmates. Screw
Yeah.
those
They
guys.
should be.
Hey, it's two terrible people in one cell. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call it.
And Bubba.
Yeah.
Don't forget, he's going to have Bubba there with him.
Emma Peel said too. Emma Peel agrees. Like, I just don't see how he's even not, like, nothing's really happened to him yet. And he's going to sue for $500 million at WB. Good luck. Good luck. I think that's a fat chance thing, but we'll see. You never know. Weirder things have happened. Weirder things have happened. Like the Toxic Avenger being made. I'm surprised this reboot happened at all, but it did happen. Of course, I'm going to see it because Peter Dinklage is in it as the Toxic Avenger, But they shot it like over a year ago, 1984, cult classic reboot, and now officially they said they are going to get a release in the United States and North America in 2025. It is happening now. Waiting for a long time to actually see if this would be like a complete the streaming or if it would actually come, because it was getting some good reviews overseas, but now it's officially going to come, guys. So if you were excited about this new adaptation reboot, we talked about like a long time ago, it is finally coming to the United States and North America, coming to theaters. It'll probably limited release, so that's what I'm saying. Probably limited release, but I think people are probably not going to see it as well. You probably would think. Toxic is my kind of guy. Yeah, Edward Hyde. He's cool. He's cool. Leave the guy alone. He's cool. He's chill, and he's gonna maybe break the box office. I don't think so. Fast and the Furious is doing that, and Fast and the Furious, guys, is coming back to LA to shoot. Finally. I mean, they started in LA 25 years ago. And now they have not been shooting here. They always go across the world for these big spectacle movies. But Vin Diesel came forward and said because of the wildfires, they're going to bring back the end of the production to shoot the very last Fast and Furious, Fast 10 Part 2 here in LA, where it began, in an effort to bring back local economy after the wildfires. So I think it's great. Even though I should have been here from the get-go. But yes, bring it back. Let's bring more work back to LA. That's what we want. We don't less work, we want more work. We keep leaving LA for tax incentives and it's killing our city. It's just killing our city. It's time to come back. But someone else getting into that car is Anthony Hopkins. He's doing a new movie starring in Maserati, the brothers. And it's an English language biopic directed by Bobby Moresco. Now, this is actually about the family behind the high-performance automobiles, Maserati and Lamborghini, Ferrari and Lamborghini from Italy. So, honestly, a big, big production. It's a true story. Anthony Hopkins is not playing one of the brothers, but he's going to be playing like a manager, I guess, during this whole thing. But the idea is that It's a banker. Oh, I thought it was a manager. Banker. Okay, GR, thank you for that. Banker, but Penelope Cruz and Adam Driver did a movie. You guys probably remember it a little while ago. Not that long ago, Ferrari. This is actually by the same production company, all tied in. And again, I think that's great. It's like that movie did pretty good. Why not connect them? If you're doing that already, this makes sense. And Anthony Hopkins, I love this guy. He can do no wrong. I'm excited to see that. But not as excited as Ted 2, guys. Or I should say, Ted Season 2. Because Ted Season 2 has wrapped filming. Seth MacFarlane had said it's done. Renewed for a second season back in May. This is the Peacock show. Debuted last January. Of course, it's based off the hit TV or hit movies, Ted and Ted 2. Again, Mark Wahlberg didn't come back, but Seth MacFarlane does reprise his role as Ted with a younger Ted and a younger family. Or I should say younger, I can't remember his best friend's name from it, but a younger version of the kid, Mark Wahlberg's character. And it's great. It's really great. It was the first season was so much fun. I can't wait for the second season. Still a release date, but it is done. It's in the can, so hopefully sometime this year it will drop. And the Drop trailer came out too. Did you guys see this trailer? I'm going to play it because I just saw this trailer. I'm like, we have to play this. But Drop just got released. The trailer for it coming out April 11th. Megan Faye is in this. And the idea is, and the people behind the White Lotus, she's White Lotus. She was also in Perfect Couple. But it stars a widowed Violet who takes a step into the world of dating. And when she does, someone starts airdropping her all this crazy stuff and telling her to kill her date. It sounds interesting. Tell me what you think about it. Here's the trailer right now. Let's watch it fast. Let's check it out.
Wow.
It reminds me of
I'm impressed.
It looks kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of that Carry On movie that came out recently on Netflix. I don't know if anybody saw that. The one where it's like, it's Christmas or whatever, and there's like a Carry On they're trying to get through, and he's being, I have your family and all that. Kind of feels like that too. Maybe that was such a successful thing. We're going to get more of those movies. But this looks good. I think it looks fun.
I'm going to see that movie for sure. I am watching that movie 100%. It reminds me kind of like I don't know if you guys watched Trap that came out this year with M. Night and what is the other kind of like what's the one this chef
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett was great. And then the chef movie that came out a while ago, I can't think of it.
Oh yeah, you're talking about The Menu. Yeah.
The Menu. Yeah, it's that kind. It looks like that kind of a thriller, and I love those.
Yeah, The Menu is so good. Doesn't she have caller ID? Well, it's airdropping. That's the problem, Queen. Airdropping. I will tell you, I was at Six Flags before, and I've had a lot of weird things. I found out about turning off the public airdrop at Six Flags when I started getting genitalia sent to my phone when I was in a ride. So that's always fun. Yep, that was a fun perk me up on a Saturday, and it wasn't the genitalia I wanted to see, but it's fine. It's fine. It happens. So Drop is out there, everybody. and I don't know if I'll see that. I'll probably see that over. I'll see this. I don't know, guys. Am I going to watch Popeye? Because Popeye the Slayer Man is coming forward. Popeye the Slayer Man. We officially know it is dropping here. Not too long away right now. They're going to be coming out in the spring of 2025. They've released the official movie is coming out. Popeye the Slayer Man. And again, this follows a group of friends who are sneaking into an abandoned spinach canning factory to film a documentary about the legend of the Sailor Man who is to haunt the factory and all the local docks. And of course, he starts killing everybody. To come in this spring, Popeye the Slayer Man. Toot toot. He'll slay all that he can. I don't know. But a lot of breaking news there, bud. A lot of breaking news.
Trying to steal my song I sang, Brian.
GR, you did it better. Can you give me your interpretation of that fast?
Oh, yeah. I'm Popeye the Slayer Man. I fights to the finish because I eats my spinach. I'm Popeye the Slayer Man.
Get it, GR. Great.
I didn't know GR had that in.
Oh, ow. Let me get that arrow out of my chest.
It was great, GR. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Really was. Whew, as we get into it. But now it's that time. We got through there. It's not time for me anymore. It's time for everybody else to have a chance to talk about all this stuff. So now it's that time to put that 1 minute on the clock. And all my guests at 1 minute for what I have to say is there. Hot takes. Let's do it. All right, everybody, now it's that time for those hot takes. This is that time to put 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute to bring down all their hot takes on all latest breaking news. Now, can they make it before that bomb blows up, or will they not? And honestly, at the end of the day, I used to buzz all the time. I know I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. It's not up to me. It's you. I'm not going to buzz you. Your hot takes are your hot takes, and I hope they're dynamic. I hope they're amazing, and I hope you win tonight, each and every one of you. So let's go to the panel and find out who's going to go first with the hot takes. Woo! Here we go. I'm going to send it over to the thirsty daddy and let him pick tonight. Who's going to go first in the hot takes? So, GR, you get the power tonight. Who's going first?
Oh, I feel so honored. Well, just because she's been taking stabs at my singing ability, let's let Laura go first tonight.
Oh, okay. I'm down.
I don't think she was taking stabs at your singing, GR.
Well, I had to pull that arrow out of my chest, so,
What? I just said I didn't know you had it in you. I love it.
Well, it sounded rather sarcastic, Laura.
Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. Sarcasm unintended.
Oh, GR's getting a little sassy tonight. It must be a Monday.
Yeah.
That's Pepe's job, GR. That's not your job. Pepe's the sassy one. That's what he is. Yeah, you know that.
Back off me, son!
All right.
Hey, Pepe, calm down. All right, Laura, you ready for these hot takes? How you feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm ready. I got my list up. I have a lot to say tonight, so I hope I don't go over like I always do.
I believe in you, Laura. It's good. You got this, as always. Let's take a breath, smooth it out. Here we go. It's hot take time, Laura.
Okay.
All right. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, I am so excited about Scary Movie. I'm always down for a Wayne's Brother movie, so that's fantastic. Goodrich, yes. Michael Keaton's the only Batman ever, and so anything he puts out is gold. Righteous Gemstones, that's sad. I'm sad that's over, but if God says it's over, it's over. Chris Brown, screw that guy. Screw Chris Brown. You guys know how I feel about Chris Brown. I hate that guy. He's a whiny baby pants. You shouldn't have done it if you don't want to hear about it. Toxic Avenger, thrilled. That's going to be really fun. I'll definitely watch it. Fast and the Furious back in LA. Thank you. Bring all the film back to LA, please. Anthony Hopkins. Love him. Love car movies. Gonna watch Maserati. Ted is hilarious. Can't wait to watch that. Drop. You guys know I'm watching that. I'm gonna do it on my show, and I'm gonna find someone to interview. And Popeye the Slayer, man, all about it. Have fun. Be goofy. Be silly. Don't hold back. I'm here for it. Wow, I went fast tonight. That Celsius.
You got it. There you go.
What's the occasion?
Great hot takes, Laura. Great hot takes. That was fast.
I'll use that last 15 seconds to say it one more time. Screw you, Chris Brown. Stop beating women. Yes. Don't break things. Don't break people. I don't know.
Right? Leave people alone. Come on, Chris Brown. I just don't get that shit. Like, I don't understand how that guy has a life anymore, like a career, you know? But he still does.
Why is he still relevant? Why does anyone talking about him? Why does he appear places? Why is his music still played? Like,
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense to me. And he's like, $500 million. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. I don't know.
He
I just
ain't
don't.
gonna get 500 cents, let alone $500 million.
I would give him jail time instead. You were awarded jail time, sir.
Do not pass go. Go and go directly
Do
to
not
jail.
collect $200 million. You know, whatever.
Yeah. If you pass go, whatever. Yeah, go to jail. GR, who's going next in the hot takes? That was great hot takes,
Well,
Laura. Great hot takes.
Thank you. I think that was the first one.
We've had one beauty, we might as well have the other.
Oh.
All right, GR. GR's gonna go last. We're going over to Valerie. How you feeling about this, Valerie? You feeling good about this tonight?
Hey, I mean, I love it. Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. Let's get serious. Let's get sophisticated. Let's crack it down right now. It's hot take time. All right, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right, Scary Movie set to release. Love it. I love the Wayans brothers. Would absolutely watch it. Goodrich. Love Michael Keaton. Sounds great. Righteous Gemstones coming to an end. Okay, well, God has spoken. Like Laura said, sad. Okay. Chris Brown. Go away! Nobody wants to hear from you. You're a terrible person. Go to jail, walk in the woods, and never come out. I hate you. Toxic Avenger. Love your thing. Fast and Furious back in LA. Everything's only in LA. Great. Love it. Anthony Hopkins. I love you. That's all I have to say about that. Ted, I love those movies in middle school. Would absolutely watch that as well. Drop, I love a good thriller. Would absolutely watch Drop. And then Popeye the Sailor Man, who don't like when they take a beloved childhood character and turn it into something stupid. I'm done. Gross. Bye.
Well, great hot takes, Val. Great hot takes. Woo!
I'll try my best. It was hard to follow along.
No way, girls. Hey, that was fantastic. By the way,
Yeah,
I figured
great
out that
acting.
blurring my background was slowing my video down, so now I'll appear as a normal person in real time.
Yeah, I don't know. The blur in the background does it all the time. I tell Ron too. It does it. It's just doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. It's like don't do it. But I don't know why. But great hot takes, Val. Great hot takes. Yeah, can we just say as just like a coalition here, like screw you, Chris Brown. Come on, just screw you, man. I think we can all be honest about that.
I wish he would just
Defamation.
He'll get that in prison,
okay.
Brian. We don't need to offer.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance.
Bubba
I'm saying.
Bubba would like him as a cellmate with him and Diddy.
Did he? 3-person
Yeah. Let's
Oh, yeah.
sham in there and see what happens. As Peppy always says, Peppy.
Did it?
Thanks, Peps.
Dude, don't you? I mean, at some point, I am starting to believe he wants to be the most hated person in the world. Like, at this point, you're just asking for everyone in the world to literally hate you.
Yeah.
He thrives off
Yeah.
of being the antagonist forever. Disgusting.
Right?
That's what he thinks.
Cry in your giant pile of money, and we'll be over here supporting you? Like, no.
No, not at all. Peppy, what do you think about Chris Brown being out, not
It's
getting
some
kind of ramifications?
bullshit.
There you go. Peppy doesn't like it either. There you go. Yeah. And if you think that these are Peppy, is there any truth to here that this defamation? Do you think that like he has any kind of case?
I'm sorry, Brian. I just get,
yeah.
I was
Not
watching
only
some
no,
shit
but
last night.
fuck no.
Really got under my skin. Because
I know,
these are
buddy.
all lies.
They're all lies, Peppy. Thank you. You know what's not a lie though, Peppy? It's GR's turn for his hot takes. GR.
Okay, well, you got to have the thorn after 2 roses,
There we go. All right. All right, GR. Here we go. I know you're serious about this, as you always are, but you feeling extra serious tonight?
Well, I'm trying to follow up two true stars, so, I'm going to try.
I think I'm feeling okay for you. I think you got this, GR. I think you got this. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to say it's not going to be tough, but I know you got this. Here we go. I believe in you, GR. I believe in you. Take a breath. Breathe it in. Get serious. Hot take time. All right, GR. It's time for hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Scary Movie 6, the only good thing are the brothers. I mean, I'll pass on it. Goodrich, streaming about time. Anything with Michael in it, I'll watch. Righteous Gemstones, all about televangelists. Who gives a shit? Sorry. Never seen it. Chris Brown, real men don't hit women, you dirtbag. Toxic Avengers, it was stupid as first thing 40 years ago. I'm not going to watch a remake. Fast and Furious, back in the light. It's about time. Hopkins as a Maserati banker, he'll steal the whole damn movie. He's so good. Ted, pass on it. The first one was cute, but I don't want it as a series. Drop, I'm going to watch it. I couldn't see the trailer, so I'll watch the movie. Popeye the Sweater Man, I hate the fucking Poniverse. Sorry.
Great hot takes, GR. You don't like the Puniverse, GR? Come on.
But as they said, the viewers said it, and the lady said, they're taking a childhood hero and fucking him up. Yeah.
I know that Puniverse will keep going, GR, though. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Wait till we get the monsters assembled.
Although I will admit, Popeye caused me to find out spinach doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true. You said that before. You said you ate it before, and you were like, never again, right?
Well, I did, I ate it, and I did this thing. I ate some more and did this thing, and looked at my mother and said, I'm never eating that garbage again, and I haven't to this day. And that was 65 years ago.
There you go. There you
Ryan,
go.
can
Shit.
I answer a question? Emma said, "Is there any rap singer that's a positive, likable person?" And I believe the answer to that question is Chance the Rapper. I've only heard good things about that dude, so I hope that helps
yeah.
answer the mystery. Do you guys
Yeah,
know
it's
anything
good
about
'cause
Chance the Rapper? He's
I really don't.
Dustin played studio. So my friend Dustin, you guys, my best friend from high school, he played studio guitar for him, and like had only really positive things to say. So maybe Chance.
Yeah, maybe that's awesome. That's good to hear. At least there's somebody out there.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about Eminem.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know, but it's hard to find. You're right, because like it feels like it's just like we have to be evil sometimes or do shitty things sometimes. I don't know what that is when we get to a certain celebrity stance, especially in like the music world. And if anything shows with that Diddy thing, it's like it makes you really wonder, like, what the fuck is wrong with that? You know, like why we gotta treat people like that? I don't know. I don't get it, but we'll have to see. But everybody, we're talking more about that. But great hot takes across the board. And right now, I'm gonna put it out to you to tell me who you think should win hot takes. So here I'm putting the vote out right now, and you tell me. Vote it up. And everybody, while we're doing that, I'm going to go on. We're going to have a quick little moment to talk about all the breaking news some more while you vote, because I want to have a chance to talk about some of this stuff a little bit more broken down before we move on. So now it's that time, everybody. We just have that conversation that they call is Quick Takes. Let's do it. All right, everybody, now it's that time for those quick takes. This is that time where we're just take a second while you're voting to talk about all this kind of crazy stuff happening in the business. So it's quick take time. We're not going to spend a lot of time, but we're going to spend some time. We're going to spend some time. Have a good time. All right, let's go to the panel right now. So out of all this stuff, I think we're pretty much fired up about Chris Brown the most here, right? Is that what it is? I feel like Chris Brown is the biggest one we're fired up about tonight.
Ass. Like, you're an ass, bro. Just shut your mouth and sit on your pile of money. Why do you need more money? I really, if I could see that guy in person, he would not like what I would have to say.
You'd be like, no, you were now. Come back here. We're not done. We're not done talking. We're going to get into this right now.
Like, Chris Brown, you get
Laura,
over here. Get over here.
You're assuming one thing. He's a man. No real man hits a woman. I don't give a shit what's going on.
He's a boy.
Good point, Gia.
He's not even a boy. He's a
It's trash.
Well, I won't
Trash
say that.
garbage.
Well, I was gonna use a different part of the anatomy to describe him.
GR. Getting a little saucy, salty.
Hey, he's got a problem with it. He can come over and talk to me. I'll talk to him.
Come on, Chris Brown. We have so much to say to you.
I know. Come on, Chris Brown. We're waiting for you. Come on out here, and we'll get down to brass tacks, right, Peppy? How's this
Snip,
feel to you?
I don't know, man. This smells pretty funky to me.
Thanks, Peps. Feels funky to Peps.
Or do you guys hear
you can't-
him? I can't hear him.
GR, do you hear Peppy?
I can
You don't hear Peppy? Valerie hears Peppy. I hear Peppy.
How come we don't get to hear Peppy? I'm sad.
Maybe his
Now I
microphone's
can hear
being weird.
GR.
Yeah, now I can't hear GR
you're muted.
either.
Unmute GR.
GR's muted.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Can't
There
hear
you go.
Peppy. I can't hear Peppy.
Yeah.
Somebody's
I know.
touching
Well, he's keeping Peppy in the family. That's what it is.
I just can't
Oh, there you
Come
go.
on,
Okay.
give me some facts.
Okay, Peppy, I'll give you some facts.
We're not part of the family, Laura, so we don't get to hear him. Yeah.
Hey, come on. Hey, Peppy, come on, man.
Fucking
Come on, man.
crazy.
I know. They're like, what's Peppy saying now? Peppy's just having fun. He's having
Outstanding,
fun,
baby.
you know?
Just
That's
being
it. So,
Nice.
relatives.
yeah. Okay, Chris Brown, go screw yourself, right, Val? Is there any kind of redemption that he's going to have? Can he win $500 million?
I certainly hope not. And I don't see how he could, based on how he's just generally. I feel like even people who give him the pass and are like, I like him because he's talented and he can dance. Oh my God, he can dance like Michael Jackson. They still know that he's just a rotted, just terrible person to his core who's done terrible things to women, including his own mother. And I don't see how that's even remotely forgivable. He's just awful and disgusting. And I hope that he just walks into the woods and never comes out.
Oh, I like that.
just gone.
There's just tons of
How
people
about
that are talented. There's like
just have him walk in a lake?
people that can sing and dance. Do we really need Chris Brown? There's so many other people.
I know.
I want to put down an actor's access breakdown that says person to replace Chris Brown as talented singer / dancer. Like there's a billion. Like,
Yeah.
That'd say you'll get 5 million applications.
and they'll all be as good as Chris Brown without
You would-
hitting women and
Exactly. I'm like, there's plenty of people out there who are just as talented, if not more, that aren't disgusting, awful people that don't
Yeah.
assault their own mother. I love that about him.
friends or just like break windows and destroy hotel rooms, and I don't know. He's just the worst. He's the worst.
That's a big problem, though. I think that happens a lot of times. There's some people, like, you'll see it even like Hollywood stars sometimes are the worst, and they still have jobs, and they still hire them, as opposed to there's so many new talent out there that aren't getting opportunities at all, and they're just like waiting on the, like, trying to audition, and they still hire the asshole. It's just a weird thing to me. I don't understand. Like, there's more people. It's a big world. Why don't we just, like, get these people out? Hopefully this Diddy thing gets rid of that, Laura. Do you think that's a chance that the Diddy thing will shed light on these assholes and get them out of Hollywood, maybe? Or maybe out of the
I
business?
think what's gonna happen is like Diddy's gonna get a slap on the wrist, and then we're gonna see him again in like 2 years because he's talented. He's so talented.
What? He's one of a kind.
Yeah, right. The only person I feel like that has been like canceled fully, we'll never see him again, is Harvey Weinstein. I hope. God, if he comes back, I'm just quitting. Like,
Well, if what they say is true, Diddy's going to be right there next to Weinstein.
I hope so.
You'd think
I
so.
don't know. Doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
He's a scumbag dirtbag, and he doesn't deserve to be on the streets. And that's
Yeah.
why he is.
Guys, sometimes people suck.
I know, Peppy. People suck. But, you know, that's the thing, though, too. Like,
Well, he
Harvey
will.
Weinstein, he's just going to die. He's going to die in jail because he's been so sick and everything that's been happening with him. I can't imagine he'll ever get out. I just can't imagine Harvey Weinstein.
I
But
hope not. There's nothing that dude could do with his life that would make up for the damage that he's caused people. Like, it's controversial, but I'm not against the death penalty for things, and I don't know that he can do anything to contribute to the world. Like, I really just don't. I'm surprised
Maybe
he's
he
still
can
alive.
play-
I'm surprised someone in prison hasn't killed him.
maybe he can play Popeye the
He's
Slayer
in-
Man, though.
he's in
Maybe that's what he
solitary.
can do. Maybe he can be Popeye the Slayer Man. That'll be the only thing good he could do. I don't know. Maybe they can kill him at the end. I just saying. You know, GR jokes about the Pooniverse constantly. We all joke about the Pooniverse, and of course, the Winnie the Pooh universe with all these crazy characters that are public domain. The Slayer Man, I think it's interesting. I still think this is fun because, again, he's like, it's a spinach factory. They're documenting this. And he's gonna start killing the kids. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting to me. It might work. I still want to go back and watch that Peter Pan one. I know that came out, and I still want
yeah.
to see what that one's like. With him like sprinkling meth on people. I'm like, I don't know what this world is we're doing here, but you know, this is the Pooniverse. Yeah, this is the Pooniverse.
That was Tinkerbell spending doing that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She was sprinkling the meth on people apparently in that movie and freaking them out. I don't know. What a crazy world. I'd rather see this Ted movie. Anybody excited about Ted? Because I watched that show. I watched the first season. It was fun.
I watch it.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Right?
And
Valerie,
my
have you-
book, Seth can do no wrong. That dude is just hilarious. He makes so much stuff too. You know, he's done so much.
Yeah, I love everything he's on. Even the Orville, like I know that's been like on and off and on and off. I still really enjoy that too. I wish they had. I wish it wasn't so long in between seasons, but I guess that kind of happens when you're so busy like he is too. He's always working.
Yeah.
But do you think, Laura? Do you think that Ted will become like a 5-season type show? Could it get that big? You think?
I don't know. You know, it probably could. I feel like there's enough of a fan base that it could. It's just a matter of, do they want to do it for 5 seasons? As long as it's making money, they'll keep it on, you know?
And it's so expensive though to make because of all the special effects.
Right.
I guess for Ted.
Yeah.
And they amped the budget up from the original movies just to make it look even better. And it looks great in the TV show, especially for like a Peacock show. It looks great. So I'm
Peacock has been
excited.
stepping it up. Like I watched Teacup and I loved it. It was so good and it was pretty scary and like visually, I was like,
like bring it. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Teacup on there. I have to go check that out.
well, watch if you like scary stuff. It's scary. It's kind of. I was watching it around Halloween, the same time as I was watching From, which is from the creators of Lost. That is the scariest show I've ever seen. I think I've talked about it on here before, but it's like my favorite show right now. It's so scary. From is super scary, and then Teacup is it's scary, but it's also like riveting. It's more psychological thriller, like what's happening, solving a puzzle, and it has it. So like just a loose synopsis is there's these people in this farmhouse, and there's this guy that comes and like spray paints like a big circle of like spray paint around their property and a couple other properties, and if you cross over this line, you basically get turned like inside out.
Whoa.
It's insane. It's insane.
not
That would be messy.
I was not expecting that to be what you said. That's wild.
And it applies to
I don't know.
everything. It's like people, animals, like there's like dogs in it that like run over. You're like, no, like very interesting show. I loved it. I thought it was great.
so is it
Very unique.
like graphic body horror? Is that kind of where it like the category is in?
They don't show it that much. It's more of like them running around and like it has almost like a Lost feel. Like you remember how Lost was like mostly
I love
puzzle and
Lost.
you're trying to figure out what's going on, and every once in a while like something gross would happen. But like
Okay.
it's not so graphic that like I don't like gore movies, you know, like that's not my genre. But I like this show. It's like enough.
Take my money.
That's cool. I might watch it because I feel the same way. I'm like, I can't watch super gory stuff or like body horror.
Yeah.
Like it freaks me out. I can't do it. But this sounds great. I'm gonna give that a watch. I
Yeah,
love
it's really
Yeah,
cool.
Teacup.
If you like paranormal stuff, like, and I would say it's like on the like the scale of like the X-Files on like violence or something. Like it's not something you can't handle, you know.
I love the X-Files.
Me too.
I love the X-Files. I'm not sure about that reboot still. I'm still kind of like, we'll see.
When,
Yeah.
when they did the X-Files, you mean? When they rebooted
Well,
it?
they got a new one in the works. They have a new one in the works, and it's
Oh, with
Jordan
the
Peele's doing it.
people. Yeah, it's like
And no, Ryan Coogler. It's Ryan Coogler actually. Ryan Coogler's doing it, and they're supposed to be like in the same universe, but like different agents, and they're hoping that Mulder and Scully can maybe make an appearance at some point. But I'm just
not
like,
really
what's the
sure
point?
why they're doing that, because they did that basically with season 8 or 9 of the X-Files when they brought in Patrick. What's his name?
Doggett. Yeah.
Yeah, Doggett, and they
Patrick
brought
Stewart.
in
Or Stewart.
Monica Reyes, Agent Reyes, and like it didn't do well. People didn't like that, so I'm not really sure why they're. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think it's
Oh.
gonna do well. Like people only the X-Files is Mulder and Scully. That's
it.
what it is. Have you seen Twin Peaks, Brian?
I have. I've seen episodes. I've never watched it all the way through. I've never
really good.
watched it.
You would like
I-
it.
And that's the thing. I've heard that multiple times, and I was gonna go back and watch it when the new season came out before, and something was going on, and I got overwhelmed. I didn't get a chance to get into it, but I'm
can
gonna
watch
go
it
back and check it
together.
out.
I'm only on
I'm down.
episode like 2 or 3 or something, so we can watch it together.
I'd like to check it out. It sounds good.
It is.
But
really good.
everybody, I know
That is so
we kind of
old, man.
we kind of went off on a tangent, but great quick takes, everybody. We do have a winner of hot takes right here, so I'm going to go on back over, but all right, we do have a winner of hot takes. I'm ending the poll right now, and without further ado, everybody, we have now found our hot take master for this Monday edition of Kruse Control. Drum roll, please. All right, everybody, without further ado, our winner of hot takes for this Monday edition of Kruse Control is, all right, Miss Laura Brunkow. Congratulations, Laura.
Thank you guys. I had so much fun this week. I had a lot to say. I was excited when I saw the list of topics. I like told Brian, I was like, I texted him, I was like, I really like all the like hot takes today. There's so much going on. And I'm so thrilled about Fast 10 being back in LA. That jazzed me up.
It's great, right?
About
Isn't it
time.
awesome that about time? I would say that too. And again, that's happened a lot. People just go out of town all the time and shoot. I get it, but it's nice to be like, we started here. Let's bring it back because we're family,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to take something like Fast Food down because they have so much freaking money. Like, money is not an issue. So why are you taking the work out of LA when it started here? I just don't understand that. Like, I understand when places with like low budgets go to Georgia or to Vancouver or wherever they go, but really, like, a huge budget movie needs a tax break? Come on.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
No, but they want one. They don't need it, but they want it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
We're family.
And finally, our governor
Thanks,
got his
Dave.
head out of his rectal orifice and decided to give him some.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like, it doesn't even make sense because, like, everyone that's a filmmaker knows, especially for like a big studio movie like that, you want to spend all your money anyways. Because if you don't, then you get less for the next movie. So it's like, just do it in LA and go way over budget.
Yeah. And they already have massive tax breaks they're doing now, too, in California, too. There's just more tax breaks initiatives. So you'd think that they would bring more people back. But, I mean, we'll have to wait and find out. Honestly, I'm intrigued. I hope that more stuff comes back. And it's good that Fast and Furious come back, even though it's at the end of the shoot. So it's not like they're going to be here that long, probably. But you know what? Good. I'm happy they did. Great on Vin Diesel, and also great for him, like, working out that thing with The Rock. I don't know how they did that, but apparently they worked that out too. I have no idea. I always thought The Rock was going to lay a smackdown on him eventually. I was waiting for it, but The Rock actually, said cool somehow. I don't know how, but
Yeah.
great hot takes, everybody. Great hot takes. Something else that's going on, again, talk about reshoots. Man, I guess this Michael Jackson biopic has massive reshoots because of maybe we shouldn't have done that. Can we talk about that? Talk about somebody messing this up, guys. So the Michael Jackson biopic, it's already got drama. It's already drama for a while, of course. Everyone's already saying, like, there are people like, why are we making this? Because of the allegations of Michael Jackson, his life. There's those people that are, like, thrilled about it. But a big thing that happened is now they might have to go into massive reshoots. They're trying to figure it out right now because here's a crazy thing. The third act is apparently something they can't show on film because now a while ago, years ago, before this Michael Jackson biopic was even like a thought, back when Michael Jackson had this whole lawsuit against the estate for, again, SA. I just want to say, I'm just going to say sexual harassment, sexual assaults. Remember there was this whole trial that went
He
down
was a
back in the day.
pedophile. Quit trying to soft soap it.
Allegedly, he was found innocent, GR, allegedly. So again, but that's the debate right there. But back in the day, the Chandler family actually were suing him again for assault with their child. Now, when they actually settled in that lawsuit, the idea was they could never, in any biopic, any movie of Michael Jackson, use their name or likeness in the movie at all. It was prohibited in the settlement because of the whole thing that went down. Now, they shot the movie, and apparently the whole third act has the Chandler family in it, has their name, and they even have the father on tape. They're looking back at the father, and they're saying Michael Jackson was innocent, and they play audio files of the father actually talking bad about, I'm going to destroy his career, as if like they did this on purpose just to destroy Michael Jackson as opposed to actually being assault. And so the way that showcased, when they're going to air it now, apparently someone came forward and said, hey, by the way, we can't actually do this after it's shot, after it's edited, and they're doing test screenings and stuff because of that molestation case. And so now I guess Lionsgate's scrambling. Lionsgate's trying to figure this out. They're having meeting all the lawyers, and they're actually going back and forth talking about what they can actually do, waiting for approval on this. But it sounds like they have to go and reshoot that whole third act because someone didn't realize they weren't allowed to show that. Now, I'm just worried about this movie in general. I think that, again, the idea of Michael Jackson biopic seems like it's a no-brainer. Like it's going to happen eventually. Again, King of Pop. He's been around for a long time. But I think because of the allegations, the backlash, people, are upset about Michael Jackson, it's going to be controversial. Always going to be controversial. I just knew it was going to be. But now I'm like, are people going to try to tank this thing because of this? Will Lionsgate stop? I don't think they will. But I'm going to put it to the panel here. Will Lionsgate actually stop and be like, maybe we shouldn't do this? Or are we too far gone? Laura, what do you think? Right now, like they have these allegations coming forward. They have a lawsuit probably filing off this. Will they go back and shoot this and spend all the money? Or do you think that maybe they'll be tied up in court? This will be massive problems.
So I have a lot of friends that worked on this, and I have a little insider information. And I heard that the amount of this movie they have to reshoot is like more like 60% of it because the family also has issues. It's like Isn't it like his nephew or his cousin or something that's playing?
His nephew Jafar, yeah.
Nephew.
And like I've heard that the family is super not happy with the first cut of the movie, and they're like, "No, you need to take 60% of this movie out. We don't like what's in it. Like you need to reshoot." And I mean, I have heard. So the Hollywood code name for this, sorry Hollywood, is Maven, and I have heard that people are seeing stuff from Maven come out and breakdowns, and that they are supposedly going to move forward and reshoot it. I don't know at this point that you can't not finish it because you've already dumped millions of dollars into it. So it's like, if you've got to reshoot 60%, you've got to reshoot 60%. How long is that going to take? I don't know. We might be waiting a long time for this movie to drop.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think we have to push it. I think we have to push it. I think that's the end of the day. I think they just understood that I mean, they knew they messed up at this point, you know? It's like, I don't know how you get this far in this project and how controversial this topic is to not have all these, you know, I's dot and these T's crossed, you know? It doesn't make sense that someone missed this, though, right?
I feel like,
nobody missed it, Brian.
This is what I feel like happened. They didn't want issues while they were shooting, so they didn't like have the family there to watch or take them dailies or anything. It probably could have been avoided if like they had some family members there and like went through the script a little more and had them on set. And now not only do you have legal issues, you have family issues. This is a tricky one. And it's so sensitive. Like, I hope they anticipated this. And I hope they've set aside some serious contingency money, because that is part of like every film's budget, right? We usually save, I would say for most films that like I would line produce for, I would say 15% for contingency, which is not enough to reshoot 60% of the movie. So I hope that they put a bunch aside anticipating issues, but we'll see.
You would hope so. You would hope so. I mean, honestly, you'd think that like how big this project is. You would think they'd have an idea of like, okay, well, in case this happens. And again, you gotta think that people are gonna probably come after them too because of all the controversy about Michael Jackson in general. Oh, yeah. I still want to see it. I'm interested in it though. I think that it's like quite the story, and his nephew playing him too, I think is fascinating. And I think that he looks like him, has the part down. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's buzz behind this. It might create more buzz. What do you think, Val? Is this going to make more buzz? And you think that people are maybe going to be, or people might be turned off by this at all?
No, I think that this is because it's so, like, Michael Jackson himself is so complex and so controversial in so many different ways. Just like even now talking about it, I have so many questions. You know, I'm like, okay, is this over the course of his life? Is this like, is the nephew going through like, are they putting like a whole bunch of special effects makeup?
Oh yeah, they are. They're doing the whole thing.
See, and that alone is enough for me to want to see it, and that makes me feel terrible, like based on everything that's alleged about Michael Jackson, you know? And that's like, it doesn't matter how much money this is going to cost. That alone, like people are going to watch it because it's Michael Jackson's so strange and controversial, and they'll, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna get watched regardless if they make it.
I thought they were going to like boycott. I thought people might boycott it initially, but I'm like, you know what? I think that people are just going to be intrigued by it too. You're right. They start early days of him, like Jackson 5, like, and they go through the whole freaking time. And I know it ends with the trial at that point. That's supposed to be the whole third act. And that's after, if you see him in the trial, he's already gone through all the massive transformations at that point, you know, to become the Michael Jackson we knew at the end of his life. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how they actually, having a family member attached, I thought that this would actually add like, you know, more of their blessing too, but apparently not, which is crazy to me. You know, you think that would actually tie them back in. Yeah. Is this something that you think that like, okay, Val, you hear about this movie, you've heard only a little bit about it. Do you think this could be like maybe one of the highest grossing biopics ever?
Yeah, absolutely. Just to see, I mean, I think because it's his nephew, I think that would draw a lot of people like, oh, okay, that's kind of nice. Like, I think people would want to see that, certainly. And just to see how it's done, you know, I think people would watch it regardless. Or just to see how they portray the story. You know, what angle are they going to take from this? Are they going to, like, okay, they're going to talk about all the nice things in his life. How are they going to portray all of the terrible things about him? You know, how is that? What's the perspective they're going to take?
Yeah, and people in the chat too, like Edward Hyde, are saying like they're just gonna change it all. Which, you know, that was a big thing that people said about it too. Like, well, they're just gonna make it look like he's like the nicest person, the best person in the world, and not show the bad side. That's been a big debate about it. I think they gotta show everything, but I mean, we'll have to wait and find out. But I feel like you'd have to show it all. You'd have to show the good and the bad. And honestly, and I was telling somebody else about this too. I'm like, I just feel like he just never
Great
grew up,
comeback,
that
Queen.
kid. You know? Here we did do that. Well, I don't know what she said. Oh, about whitewashing. Oh, Queen. I'm giving you one of those, Queen. I'm giving one of those. You know, I just think that, you know, I think GR, you were talking about that, GR, right? You were about how he was kind of trapped, I think, in his child, you know, as a child mentality, maybe, right? That maybe he was trapped in that.
What I was saying, you and I were talking offline. I think he was abused as a kid. And most abusers become abusers. It's pretty proven. It's a psychological thing. I think he was a dirtbag pedophile. That's personally. I don't agree with I think it's going to make a little bit of money. I don't think it was an accident that they shot with the kid's name.
Do you think they were just hoping to get away with it?
Exactly what I think, Brian. They would say, "Oh, we'll put it in and we'll get away with it." And,
I mean, it seems like it's too big profile to do that, though, GR.
You know, people are stupid sometimes, Brian. You know that. It's Hollywood. We can get away with it. We can do anything.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately,
they didn't.
And like I know Val was saying about like his whole transformation. Like literally, this is like a picture of him from the trial. You know, that's literally a picture of him. Like look what happened. You know, look where he looked at that point in his life. You know, he went through a massive transformation. You know, and that's the Michael Jackson we knew towards the end of his life. And so I think, you know, for his nephew to dive into that role, that's quite the interesting opportunity for him too. Laura, would you do something like that if it was like your uncle was like that controversial, that big, and someone asked you to play him? Would you want to go home and do that more than have somebody else address that situation?
I mean, I would 100% do it, but I wouldn't I don't really have a lot of sympathy for people who are accused of things like that. So I'd be like, let's tell the real story and let's allude to the real deal. I do think as an actor, you bring a lot of that home though. It would be really hard. I think that would be really hard to do, but I don't know. My perspective on that is you are telling, for me, I would take a historical approach, but you have to be really sensitive to victims and stuff that even, I don't know. I know we've been talking about the fact that he didn't really get convicted of it. I don't know. That's a really hard, maybe I would just stay the hell away from that.
It's tough.
I'm reconsidering it. I think it's something you'd really have to think about and be like, do I really want to do this and take it on? And
it's tough because you see how divided people are.
But now I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
But I mean, again, you can't. We have to think about he did pretty massive impact on the music industry. You know, pretty massive impact.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that's the reason why people want to see this, right? That's the reason why. But how do you do it? It's a big question. How do you do it because of this? How do you do it because of that? There's so many things to address. Here's a question though that I think is very fascinating. I've asked this before. I'm going to ask it now. I'm going to start with Valerie, and we're going on the table. Valerie, if you had the opportunity to spend one night in Neverland, would you do it?
No. No. Of all the things you could have asked me, I was not expecting that.
Neverland Ranch, would you do it?
No, I don't want to step foot anywhere near Neverland Ranch. Oh my God. That sounds terrifying. Anyway.
I'm going to tell you, I would do it in a heartbeat. But that's me. I would like to see that crazy, weird world.
Now,
of
the
his.
look on your face was priceless when he asked you that.
No,
big
there's
talent,
a
Emma.
million things you could have said, and that was not the one I was expecting. I don't think.
How about you, Laura? Would you stay at Neverland Ranch? Would you go there and pull Valerie with you, or what?
I would go there and I would free all those animals. I would set all the animals loose and be like, run away! I think two of his drafts died or something, I would just be like, "Run, drafts! Get out! Go, monkeys! Be free!"
They finally moved them all off the premise now, and it almost burned down a couple of years ago during the wildfires up north. They almost burnt down, but they stopped it ahead of time. It burned a little bit like the shrubbage and stuff, the trees, but I mean beyond that, they didn't burn down. So that was good because I think it's a weird historical thing. It's like kind of broken down and not the same as it used to be too. It's interesting, but it is
the animals.
Well, they couldn't sell it, Brian.
I read about that. I didn't know all those dirty secrets, and I can't remember where I read it. I read about it recently because someone was telling me about the draft or something. I think it was a trivia question, and then I was like, "Oh my god, so many animals died here! Why was this okay?" I don't know. Just on the animal deaths alone, Michael Jackson doesn't hit quite the same for me anymore.
Wait, so okay, I just need to get this straight. So he kept many exotic animals there. Were they kept there a good amount of time after his death?
Year round. Oh, they were there for a while. They were there, yeah.
And just not
until they found. Well, they were cared for when he left. They had a caretaker, but it started going downhill. And then they started moving him out, and they pulled out the Ferris wheel, and they pulled out some of the. I think the train is still there because they had a train that goes around the whole.
I'm so sorry. That is hilarious. You said I wouldn't leave my used socks.
Used socks with Michael Jackson. I saw people about not leaving their dogs. Screens I won't leave my dogs with them. Chat, would you stay at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch? GR, would you stay there?
Long enough to kick the shit out of him.
Well, he's not there though anymore. He's not there. It's just you and Neverland Ranch. Would you stay there?
From what I've seen of Neverland Ranch today, why would I want to? It's not, basically a rundown piece of garbage. They can't sell it. They've been trying since about a week after he died. Him will sell it.
Would you stay there with Macaulay Culkin for a night?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus, I'm not my type, okay?
Oh, boy. That would be interesting to go like Corey Feldman to Macaulay Culkin and go spend the night and be like, so, guys, nothing happened here? Just checking.
How about a hard no on that one, Brian?
Yeah. I love how the chats they wouldn't keep their. How do we know Michael Jackson is dead? Edward Hyde says. Yeah, that's an amusement park queen. Yeah, I think we're pretty sure. I remember when he passed away. That was a while ago now because I was working on Easy A. That was a long time ago. But the Michael Jackson biopic is still coming. Yeah, right. Back in the dark ages. That was a little while ago. But Michael Jackson, guys, he's still out there somewhere. And he's still haunting our dreams. He's doing it somewhere.
Haunting Neverland Ranch. Maybe that's why they can't sell it.
Somewhere out there. I mean, maybe.
Whoa! Oh, shit!
But I'm interested. I know, Peppy.
Okay, you can go stay there, Brian. I'll handle the show while you're gone.
GR's trying to take the show.
Oh, trying to get in there, GR. I see how it is, GR. I see. But anyways, the Michael Jackson biopic is going to be probably reshot 60%. Laura says it's a lot. It's a lot. I know.
I heard last time. The first number I heard was 40%, and then I saw someone a couple weeks later. It was totally different person. They were like, "No, it's 60%." I was like, "Dang, that's gonna
that
be."
Ain't in the budget.
No, I mean,
we got more money.
People spend more money. It happens all the time. And then sometimes things get scrapped. But I think this is too big profile, too high profile.
Honestly,
not to be finished.
No, if they keep throwing money at it, once it hits the theaters, it's gonna make so much freaking money. They're like, just keep throwing money at it. Let's finish it.
And that word of mouth sometimes, Laura, that buzz about it. That's oh, this happened. This controversial things here and this. It just leads more people to watch it. It just does.
It's true.
So.
Yeah. No,
and I think the family.
What is it? No press is bad press, something like that.
Yeah, no press is bad press. Yeah, 100%. No press is bad press, Michael. And we'll have to see if this biopic is any good whenever it comes out. I'm guessing at least a year delay, probably at least. So
probably 27, maybe 28.
Yeah, I could see 2027 release. I could see that.
Yeah,
but we'll see, guys.
Well, you figure, I don't know, they're not reshooting yet. So you have reshoots in either this year or next year, and it's probably a year or two in post for sure.
I would think so, Edward Hyde. They should cover that too. I mean, I would imagine because that was a big chapter in his life too. They're supposed to cover all the way through the trial, the allegations and stuff from when he was young to all the way through. So They have like, different people playing. There's a person playing it for a younger version of him too, from the Jackson 5. So we'll see. Michael Jackson, everybody, still coming. GR, what are you manhandling your microphone there, buddy? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's my microphone. I can play with it if I want.
You getting a little handsy down there with your mic?
Getting a little handsy, and also somebody else been a little
got a
handsy,
problem
baby.
with it?
Don't be like Marilyn Manson, GR. Don't be like Marilyn Manson, because Marilyn Manson's guys' cases have been dropped, everybody. But there's a lot of still word on that in the street. So let's talk about that in our featured story of the night. All right, everybody. One more big controversial musician out there is Marilyn Manson, everybody. And Marilyn Manson will not face sexual abuse charges despite all of the allegations that have built up. This is a big thing that dropped. Now, Evan Rachel Wood came forward, and she's also still supporting all the victims, she's saying. But they've been doing a lot of work on this case, and apparently it just went outside the statute of limitations here in Los Angeles. Took too far. But over a dozen women, including Evan Rachel Woods and also Esma Bianco, were part of this whole thing. But the newly elected Los Angeles District Attorney Hochman came in, and he was like, we determined that the allegations of domestic abuse and violence fall outside of the statute of limitations, and so all the charges will be dropped without reasonable doubt. So apparently it's dropping everything right now. Authorities spent 4+ years on this, 4+ years investigating Brian Warner, Marilyn Manson, and I know that picture. It looks like Joker a little bit, doesn't he? Hi. But he doesn't always look like kind of Joker a little bit. I always think about him in like the bodysuit thing. I remember that. I remember that came out when I was in high school. The bodysuit thing was wild. Yeah, that's right. That was that album. I remember that was everywhere, and it was the craziest controversial thing for him. But I mean, this has been a big thing going on forever. They actually raided his house back in late 2021, and it was a whole thing. All they've been building all this up, and now it's just done. They're saying there's no actual evidence now that's actually an account, and it's done. And if Marilyn Manson did do that, as all these women are saying, he will not face any charges for this. And so that's it. I just think that he has been a big controversial figure for years that I'm surprised, but I'm also not surprised. You know, it's the law's a law sometimes. You know, they were trying, but why would you wait that long where it gets outside the statute of limitations? It just feels like maybe this is a whole thing that they didn't want this to blow up. I don't know.
Why don't we ask a different question and ask, why the hell is there even a statute of limitations on sexual assault? Why
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Can we just
That's a good
get rid
point.
of that? And like, why did it take so long? Because people are traumatized, and like working through that trauma is scary, and you don't know what's going to happen to your career. And like, I feel for these ladies. And my question is, people like that don't really change. So are there more recent victims, and where are they? Like, I don't think people
Valid
like
point.
that change.
What do you think then, Laura? Do you think that maybe, even though this is done, could these victims actually keep looking for new people maybe to go after him? Or do you think that he's smiling, he's pie-eyed someplace, just enjoying it and laughing it up right now?
I hope to God some people come forward, and I hope these women do encourage other women to come forward. I'm encouraging women right now, not just against Marilyn Manson, but against, everyone. If you've been assaulted, get to a therapist and get help and hold these people responsible, because otherwise things like this happen and Marilyn Manson gets to run around and not pay for what he did, which is really sad.
I think he's very talented, though. I just think that, again, this is the same thing like the Michael Jackson thing. It's like he's definitely had a massive impact on the business itself, what he's done for
it. I'll say it again, there's a shit ton of talented people in the world. We don't need people who are sexually assaulting people and hurting people. And
Exactly.
I feel the same way about the freaking NFL. Like, football players, what the hell is going on in this country? I mean, then again, I guess we also have a president that's an ex-felon. I won't get that political, but
stop with that bullshit about felon.
He was convicted, and that is, you cannot argue with facts. And it's a fact.
A court packed by his political opponent, he was convicted.
He was convicted.
Well, anyways,
Michael Jackson. He's the president of the United States, so he said he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
He also is accused of sexual assault. His ex-wife says that he raped her. I mean, these are things that you can't. He's also been violent against women. I don't know how
that's Marilyn Monroe. Or Marilyn Manson, I mean.
It's okay with that. It's not okay for anybody. And my point is, it's so prolific that these people who hurt people not only have celebrity status, but like maintain it. Like, why are NFL players, after beating their children, children watch football and hold these people as icons, why are they allowed to walk back on a football field? When you run a dog fighting ring, like, what? Why can't we just get another football player? I don't know. It
Yeah.
disturbs me that there's convicted people with serious criminal records that have hurt people, have been violent with women, have like raped people, and they're still allowed to, like, because they're talented.
Yeah, I know.
Go to America's Got Talent and have them doing a football season. I don't know, like.
I love that. I love that. That's my quote of the day. Oh my god.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Though, seriously, I mean, there's plenty of people. There's plenty of talented people out there. We don't need to keep people who mistreat others and do terrible things around, just because they have something special.
There's
Yeah.
okay.
But
You're
Val,
talented.
people have loved him though, right? Too. Do you think that there's gonna be people that are celebrating this though right now?
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
I loved him in middle school, which is probably the average age when somebody would like him. Frontal lobe isn't even close to being developed yet, I was a big Marilyn Manson fan at like age 11 to 12. I was like, oh, this is so cool and edgy, and wow, how fun. And as I got older, I don't think I really understood what he was about then. I was just like, this is so cool and different. And then as I got older and I started to learn what he was actually about, I could not even stomach listening to anything from him now, even though I enjoyed a lot of those songs when I was younger. If I ever see him, it's on sight. I will curb stomp him. I don't care. He's a terrible person.
Right?
Seriously. I mean, have any of you watched Evan Rachel Wood's documentary, Phoenix Rising? It's on Max.
I will now that you said
I haven't watched it. No.
It details everything about the abuse that she suffered from the time that she was a minor, groomed by him. She met him at a party when she was like 16 or 17, and he started hanging out with her. Keep in mind, he was like a 37-year-old man, married. He was married to Dita Von Teese at that time also. So he was sneaking around behind Dita Von Teese's back, grooming a child. And then,
trash.
it's so bad. She details everything that he did to her, and also she meets with probably about 7 of the other victims. They all get together and they talk about everything that he did in their intimate relationships. And that's why it takes these women so long to come forward, because it's not like it's as simple as a stranger in the night attacked me in an alleyway. This was somebody that they were having an intimate relationship with for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's that's an abusive relationship, and those are the hardest ones to get out of.
Exactly.
I can speak directly to that, unfortunately. I don't know. To me, if I owned Apple Music or something, he would be off everything. I'd be like, forget it. I don't need that. I make plenty of money. We do not support Marilyn Manson, and we're not going to have his music here anymore. If you want to find it, go get your CDs out of your garage. It's not. Those people should their work should be removed. I don't care how nostalgic it is. Get it the hell out of here.
Exactly.
You should be wiped from history.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so much of his work is it's rooted in just filth and just nasty, songs that mention rape, things like that. It's terrible. Now as an adult, the songs that I would listen to when I was a middle schooler, and now I actually know what they mean, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe
what was he saying? Saying the quiet part out loud,
Yeah, it's so bad. I feel terrible for the victims that this case was dropped, because after watching that documentary, I could honestly cry talking about it. The things that he did to Evan, they're just awful. And I love her because she has since been advocating for the statute of limitations to be raised in California, and I really admire her for that.
What?
Well, the problem
is that? What is that even about? You committed a crime, but too much time has passed, so you don't have to pay for it anymore. That's
Yeah.
such a weird concept.
It's been
to
like
me.
that for a long time, unfortunately, for a lot
know,
of people. And they've changed it in some states. But I still think if you're like, especially when it comes to like child abuse too, I feel like if it's child abuse on top of that, you should not have statute of limitations. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people like R. Kelly being like happy. He's like, oh, that was 20 years ago when I touched that kid and peed on him. It's not a big deal, allegedly. You know what I mean? And it's like, that is a big deal. That's a big fucking deal.
Kelly. Like that's it stays a big deal no matter how long a time ago it was, and that kid probably still thinks it's a pretty freaking big deal. Like I don't think
it's a big deal.
As a child.
I know like Queen saying it, or I think it was Queen, someone said like, isn't he yesterday's news? I'm like, yeah, in a lot of ways, but I think that this was a big case that's been building for a long time. And in lieu of the Diddy stuff going out there, it's another person that seems like there was enough evidence where it would have been like this happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and for me personally, I was like,
it's yesterday's news, but him committing these crimes is today's news. Exactly. And that's, we still need that to be relevant and come to the surface and have these women speak out, so that it encourages. I mean, the one positive thing that you can get out of this is that women will realize, dang, if I don't speak out soon enough, like that statute of limitations thing is so real. I hope it encourages people to speak out sooner, because this guy ran rampant doing whatever he wanted to do. And that's why, like, people like that, I always encourage women when they go through something like that, reach out to other people's exes, like throw it out there. If you have connections to knowing these people's friends or whatever, like talk about it. You know?
Talk about it. Put it out there. At least use your voice to talk to somebody about it. Put it out there. Don't hold it back, because honestly, at the end of the day, like that person's gonna hurt somebody else. That's what's gonna happen if you stay quiet. And I get it's hard, it's tough, but that person's gonna hurt somebody else.
Right.
GR, were you ever a fan of Marilyn Manson? I can't imagine GR rocking Marilyn Manson at all.
No, any man that does that kind of shit, and I said it earlier, a man that's hitting the women or doing this kind of shit, that dirtbag isn't a man. He's a big, I can't say that word on the show, but, these women,
Agreed.
yes, they can't try him for past crimes now because of the statute of limitations. Okay, but ladies, just in case you're watching the show, you can sue the out of him in public court.
Yeah.
And you can get the $500 million.
From as opposed to Chris Brown getting that shit, right?
Yeah, for real.
Chris Brown, she doesn't deserve any money. He, whatever he is.
Just
you can call
trash.
him she.
I don't know that he deserves a thrown out. Yeah,
you can call him whatever you want to call him. GR, just call him like
I was using the P word, and
he should have to pay that money to every woman and child and whoever else he's ever hit. Like he should just have to pay that money to people.
Yep.
Well, that's where it's money? Like. With that, even that documentary, that's based off definitely all these cases that came forward, things he did. I don't know why you sue over something like that. It's public knowledge and stuff like that have actually been proven this is all real. But I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Again, like Marilyn Manson, it's the same thing. It's like, it's like you abuse your power again. You abuse all these women, and you thought you get away with it, and he did kind of, which kind of sucks. But I would tell you this: I worked with Evan Rachel Wood on Westworld, and she was fantastic. She was a great person. There was one day where it was 120 degrees and they wanted us to keep shooting into meal penalties. And she's watching everybody drop. And she's like, we can't keep shooting. Like, no, we're going to keep going. It's fine. Let's keep going. And then they said, okay, she goes, give me a second. And then, okay, 1 second. And she walked off set. She got in a van and she goes, I'm going to lunch. And she called it. And she went to lunch and shut the whole production down because people were getting sick. People were getting hurt. I think that she's a good person. And I think that showed a lot of character for her. And so when I saw her standing up for other people too, I'm like, she cares. She just cares. She knows that she went through the ringer with this guy. And I think she wants nobody else to. And unfortunately, everybody that did aren't going to get any kind of justice for it, unfortunately. And maybe they will eventually, because if he keeps being the person that he is, which is apparently, a pig, then, he'll eventually pay for it. And hopefully eventually he slips up and we get justice for these people. Hopefully,
Maybe
But
they
again,
can get him on something else. A lot of times the police do that. Now they know, and they'll just wait. They'll find something. They usually do.
Yeah, but we live in this world, again, you're innocent until proven guilty, of course, 100%. But when you hear these allegations stack up from all these different women, my heart will go out to them all the time. Like, we got to talk about this. Let's look into it. Let's figure this out. And I think that sucks that it just didn't get its day in court. You know, I think it should have got its day in court. I think it should have. And I think that...
Why don't we make exceptions to that statute when there's 4 freaking women? Like, you know, or however many people. If it's multiple women, can we just...
I urge everybody, please go watch Phoenix Rising. It's Evan Rachel Wood's documentary. It's on Max. Please, everybody watch it, because it's not only just her story. It's also a really honest depiction of what it's like to be a sexual assault survivor. And it breaks down, you know, the psychological aspects of that, and also talks about, you know, the legal side of that as well, with the statute of limitations. I think it's something everybody should watch, and it will make you never ever want to listen to Marilyn Manson's music ever again, ever.
Right.
Round applause for that. I never was a big fan anyways. I thought it was okay. Some of it was okay, but my brother Kyle liked it a lot. He was really into it, but I just, you know, there were some songs, but, you know, now I'm like, I don't need it in my life. And I think at the end of the day, like, someone like this, of course, they walk away for now. For now. I think that he deserves to go to a court, and actually they should go against him for all these allegations. I think so. There's enough people for it. I think they should be a day in court, but unfortunately there will not be. Unfortunately, there won't be for now. But we'll wait and see time.
Together, and I hope they do.
Like, yeah, like GR said too. That's great.
You can get them in a civil suit, so go for it, girls.
Yeah, get them. Because we're at the end of the day, we just want everybody to be safe. And I'm sick of this shit hearing about Hollywood again. We got that Diddy thing still going pretty rampant right now. He's filing a defamation lawsuit right now against people with allegations against him. And I'm like, what the hell? I mean, that's going to blow up even more. We're going to keep you posted. Diddy Watch just coming, everybody.
I'm sick of it happening, but I'm happy we're hearing about it, because it used to just not get talked about. At least we're addressing it now. At least it's being thrown out there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I hate that it happens, but thank God people are starting to talk about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a long time where people were just laughed about it behind the scenes. Oh, I can't even tell you how many times. There's definitely other actors that I've heard about that people have not even come up against. You know what I mean? And it's like, you think, well, that person's just going to be able to get away with that? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Even the Kevin Spacey thing, like, I know he got away with, I mean, he allegedly was innocent, but like, I don't buy it. Not based on everything I heard about him. So, and then unfortunately, you know,
that's an
where that
interesting
lies.
one. He has to do all these like really goofy like indie movies now.
Yeah. He's a great actor too. Again, a great talent too.
So talented.
Yeah. Are those the messed up people?
Hollywood.
I don't think so. There's a lot of very talented people that aren't like that. I'm just saying, you got a few of them on the show right now. That's all I'm saying right now. Yeah, a few of them on the show. But Marilyn Manson, at the end of the day, I hope you do serve your time in court. Only time will tell.
Yep.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. As always, appreciate you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Monday.
I know. Even though like Peppy was a little quiet today, but that's okay. Peppy's doing his thing. I'm always happy to have you guys here as always. Good. It's always fun, you know. You were quiet, Peppy. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, thank you all for being here. And again, happy Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday again. I don't think anyone will ever hire Kevin Spacey. Queen, they are hiring him again. He's working again. So he's working again. Yep, he's working again. It's like he's working again. Army Hammer, who was trying to eat people, they're all working again. Get back to work. Here we go, guys.
Army Hammer's crazy. Why is he crazy?
I don't know.
He's hungry.
He's hungry.
He's working. Kevin's working. Marilyn Manson's going on tour. It's like, we just can't win.
What the hell?
No. Keep going, guys, right? Oh, it's fine. Pump them out. Have some fun. Be careful. Don't do anything bad in the road, though. Don't do anything bad.
Yeah,
I trust you, right? Pinky swear?
Yeah.
Pinky swear.
You be good.
Yeah, that'd be the truth. Anyways, thank you all for being here. Of course, Thirsty Daddy GR Waters, thank you for being our tech director himself. Hope you had a great time tonight, GR.
Of course, I was on this show with two great people. It was a good show tonight.
Yeah, we got a little fire, a little sophisticated, a lot of things going on. A lot of abuse cases today. Oh my God, I've been thinking about when I was putting together a lot of abuse shit.
I don't think I ever want to piss Laura off. Yeah.
No, you don't.
That is the truth. I have a very popular thing that's said about me amongst my friends, which is like, she's the best friend you could ever had, but don't get on her bad side. Worst enemy.
And Laura, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here again. Happy Monday.
It's always a joy. PR and Valerie, you guys are great. Like, this has been so fun, as it always is, and I just like love being here. So thanks. I'm glad I figured out my delayed camera. I don't know.
Yeah, weird, right?
Thank you for voting
Good
for
day.
you guys for my hot takes.
Emma, he didn't eat anybody. He didn't eat anybody. He was he wanted to eat him up. He's just very sexual. That's what it is. He's guilty of his fantasies. You're right. He's coming back though. He's coming back stronger than ever. You know, that one was a little bit weird. That case was a little bit weird, but we'll see. Valerie, thank you for being back as always. Hope you had a great time today. Happy Monday, Val.
Thank you for having me. Love being here. Favorite thing to do on a Monday. Thank you.
Well, it's better being out in the snow.
I love it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go meet a snow angel after this.
Oh, nice. Snow angel time.
Have somebody video that for you, Val. We can play it next on Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alexa, turn off the guest room light. My light just turned on for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Weird. No idea. But thank you all for being here as always. Happy Monday. Woo. Anyways, everybody, happy episode, was it 291? I can't believe it right now. I'm so happy to have you. Good to see Emma Peel. Good to see everybody here. Queen, thank you. Edward Hyde, always happy to have you back here. Everybody out there has been watching. Thank you again. Hope you had a good time tonight. We got to keep spreading that word because the numbers keep going up because of you. So as always, everybody, if you can, join our channel because we do have some great stuff on that channel too. It keeps growing. I'm adding stuff all the time. We're gonna do some more separate channel stuff. We just keep trying to add. So if you can, join our channel. If not, please like and subscribe. Join our Patreon. As always, everybody, if you can, just spread the love. You gotta tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great grandmas and grandparents that flew down from GR's backyard, landing down in your backyard when Santa Claus was there. All the reindeer, they're having a great time, and all of a sudden Tinkerbell's there spreading meth on everybody. I don't know why, but she's doing that shit, but they're all subscribing to Kruse Control, so that's fantastic. And watch out for the chinchillas and chills are there, and watch out for the squirrels are taking your nuts and running away down the street. I don't know why they're doing it anyways. There's beavers and badgers and bears. Oh my! Watch out for the kangaroos and those joys that pop out, punch you in the face, and they subscribe to Kruse Control. That's fine. I like it because they subscribe. And then you gotta watch out for the fish and the marsupilamis in your pool. I don't know what they're doing back there, but there's a freaking cesspool of an orgy in your pool where they're all subscribing because the mailman started. It wasn't me, GR. It was the mailman. It was the mailman. That's what it was.
The lesson in that is don't swim in Brian's pool or you might get pregnant.
Don't swim in my pool. Nope. There's a lot of things going on. Or you might meet Army Hammer. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here as always. Hope you had a good night. And we'll see you back on Wednesday. But until then, everybody, thank you again, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you. Everybody out there. Until Wednesday, see ya.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry.